As you can see, we're back with Mass Effect Remastered, or Legendary Edition, sorry, Gameplay Part 5. Yes.
Batarians.
Check! Check!
Lost shields.
Yes, that's right. Leveled up! Okay. I think I've said this before. This is one of the things that I like about the newer level up system. Because now I get more points out of it that I can spend at once. I think I messed something up, I gotta check. Oh shit!
Negative contact, Shepard.
Thank you, you are. That's annoying. No, they are talking to me about that. The fact that I missed, leveling up her electronic skill. It's easy. Seriously. Okay. I think I said this before, I like the fact that they've added the sprint function in this game, like the real sprint function outside of combat. Because, you know, having to wait till we're in the line of fire or till we're injured, that's just annoying. Okay. Let's get that done. There we go. Save them.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I'll...
I've gotta go. Good luck.
That's not going to be fun. So now we have to hurry and rescue Kate. And the man that she is with. She does say say his name, but I forgot what it was.
Hey.
Oh god.
Oi!
I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
It's fine.
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well... guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
There's something I want to address, but I'll do that after we...
Is there any
cover
chance
this.
it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it, it'd be bad.
Okay.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
I want to see who did. There's a lot of shit that people don't expect when they roll out of bed this morning. Such as, you know, last year.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Yeah, that's scary.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Ugh.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Yikes.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
One of them is actually dead because that was the first one we
A
encountered.
woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
That's what it was.
Give me a worst case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Well, one Korean would be.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
I figured that was
What
the
can you
reason.
tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Never understood that expression, smart as a whip.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you,
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Good luck to you too, Simon. So one of the things I wanted to address was, you know, the asteroid thing. Growing up in school, I was always told that it was a volcano eruption that eliminated the Earth's dinosaurs, but, you know, after I got older and skill progressed, I heard other theories as well. Well, less theories and more of a... Actually, can it still be accurate to call them those? But I digress. Anyways, I've heard that it was a mix of three different things. The first being the asteroid that landed on the planet's surface that wiped out the dinosaurs. The second being the volcano that erupted, you know, took them all out. The thing is, I didn't hear about the volcano theory until after I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie, which it's a terrible movie, but it's enjoyable all the same. It's, I know it's weird to say, it sounds like an oxymoron, a good, terrible movie. That's true. It's, you know, it sucks, but it's good. I was confused who with operation logs and personal journals for the small power music station. For a small power music station operated by 27 engineers. It includes scripts of several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X57. Wow. Been this hard since 2182. Last I checked,
The pyramids getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing.
Oh yeah, right. I was talking about the theories of dinosaur extinctions. You know, I did hear that first there was the asteroid that crashed onto the planet's surface that sparked the volcano erupting, but it also caused a famine throughout the planet. The plants that's wiped out the vegetation and
Ground
dinosaurs.
penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolition nearby. Proceed on.
It's been a while since I've asked you this theory, so I might be wrong. Because I didn't know paleontologists. Yeah, all those giant X's there, by the way, those are the arsenals.
Redeploying.
And this is absolutely annoying. That's because this is how far I have to walk to get to my objective. And if I get too close, that happens. Thankfully, I'm able to build up some distance before the inevitable kaboom. Problem is, it does get a little bit tedious. I'm going to save my own shell if I can, so...
I think we're good, Shepard.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to waste time by driving the Mako all the way up here just so I can get inside the building. You know, again. So, I will walk all the way back to the Mako. Thankfully, it's a lot easier this time as opposed to the original version, because, you know, that was my annoying little
Attack!
Okay, forget the summer wasting. Maybe we'll do this. I'm sorry that this isn't, like, if this isn't very exciting for you guys. Terra Nova's asteroid is kind of a, actually that's, well, I was about to say that it's kind of the mission that feels like it takes the longest, but that's not entirely true. Because take a while. Wait a minute. That's... oh.
Here it comes.
Damn it, come on.
Get down.
I keep forgetting I can't switch
Bag 'em and tag 'em.
the same way. To be honest, when I first saw this game, I expected them to get rid of the overheat, but they hung on to it.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Oh, this sucks. Wow, Balak's really pale.
Who's shutting down the torches?
She doesn't know.
I won't ask her again.
Just say you don't know, Kate. Kate! Bloody hell, women.
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Shit. No, I'm not saying that it was Kate's fault for what just happened. Certainly not. It's just, I'm kind of surprised that she didn't just say, you know, I don't know. Because honestly, I don't really know if I had my character introduce himself. If had to go back earlier. I know it wasn't that long ago. Because probably, like, let's say 20 minutes ago, for sure. Because I could see how long I've been recording. But I don't know what the answer was. Okay, now see if I walk towards this blasting cap. Nothing happens. Nice, and I want to know what happens if I get too close. Bloody hell, man. It's funny how you're fatigued and yet you're an Alliance Navy soldier. I'll sift through this later. I know I'm going to have to go through it eventually. I just don't feel like it because I'm kind of tired. And kind of hot right now. What sucks is my apartment doesn't exactly have AC, so I have fans blowing on me. So if you hear some soft rumbling, that's what you're hearing, the fan running. Also, I recently saw the movie In the Heights, which is a wonderful movie with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Funny thing is, Jimmy Smits is in it too, the actor that played Bail Organa in Star Wars and guest star in Dexter Season 3. It was an awesome movie for sure. One of the best I've seen so far. Of course, my favourites. It's actually Murder on the Orient Express with I forgot who plays Hercule Poirot, but I recognise the other actors: Josh Gad, Daisy Ridley, Ray, by the way. Time to do. Whoa! Did you see that? Fly through. How the hell? I didn't think that was possible. Okay, wait a minute. Shepard, look at me. Ha! His eyes are barely peering over the thing. That's not right. Let's do this properly. It almost looks like I got a hammer set up, you know, with this. Maybe like a battle axe sort of thing. And it's weird seeing Garrus without his visor. You know, the one over his eye. For God's sake, look at me. At me, damn it. It's weird seeing him without that. Which funny thing is, they never go into detail as to what it actually does.
Release the Baron!
Easy decryption. That's done. Wait a minute. Let's do something. Nice! We're already getting into the higher level things. And when I say higher level, I mean like the more advanced weapons. Like if you see the Stinger versus the Edge. You know, usually you'd expect to acquire the Stinger because like some weapons change shape, and those are the more advanced weapons, which is why they're a different shape. Okay. There's a lot more red in this building than I would expect. That's done. Save out the torch. It's away because now we're just sprinting back to the Mako. Which is a lot shorter, for God's sake, Shepard.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
John?
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
Says who?
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Balak will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
It's funny how just those men follow Chan. So, oh, for God's sake. How has that gained so much popularity? It wasn't even that good. Sorry, it's just again an email that I got. And it's from Ubisoft, and it's advertising Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. And in case you're wondering, unfortunately it is not Avatar The Last Airbender, it's Avatar the movie with Sam Worthington and Sigourney Weaver. Now, the problem is, in my opinion, my personal opinion, the movie wasn't that great. In fact, it wasn't to my liking. But again, that's just my opinion. It doesn't have to affect anything else. Oh, right, I should explain this. I marked the waypoint over here because that's the last place I need to go. Like I said, in my opinion, the movie Avatar wasn't that great, but clearly my opinion means jack shit because it's actually one of the high grossing movies. But again, I just didn't care for it. It's my liking.
I'm on my way.
Hard to Christian. That's Chief Surveyor Montoya. Obviously Montoya wasn't going to be inside this building, but we'll find him eventually. Anyways, difficult to find. See? Faint footprints in the dust leading out to the east. Funny thing is, every time I looked this last one, I always managed to find where those footprints led to, and then find the place that they originated.
Deploying.
Montoya. Nice, a biotic amp. But I should probably deal with that eventually. Just like that. And since I'm not biotic, for you, the Ara. Oh no, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to grab it. I just trip over the body. I feel so bad. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter or anything. It's just, I saw a debate between vehicles like Mass Effect's Mecha versus Mass Effect Andromeda's I forgot what it was called. It's been a while since I last played Andromeda. It's kind of an underrated game, but yeah, it still has its. One of my slight issues with the game is that Andromeda, it felt like it sort of took out the biotic aspect to it. Like, yes, they had biotics in it, obviously, but it was just 2 squad members and you that were the biotics. Everyone else was mostly, tech or combat. That was a little annoying. I believe I've said this before. I did especially since I just got into and I'm gonna turn the second to count myself. That's interesting, so let's test a theory about it. I think there was something I forgot to address about how using Meteor Strike, like how whichever using Meteor Strike against the council. Yes, I believe that was established after one of the wars with the Turians. I think it was either the Krogan Rebellions or the First Contact War. I think it was the Turians that used asteroids. Asteroids to decimate cities. This I would accept, sort of. Not now, of course, because I still have to find this four-eyed bastard and shoot him. Well, if I seem a little sluggish as well, I did recently have my second vaccination today. My arms are
You
sore.
humans.
Libertarians. Baron, of course.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
Oh, shit.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
No, you haven't been forced.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
Wrong.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
Here's the truth.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually,
Oh,
you
yes,
just
I
don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting
that's
my
it.
breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Fine.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry
Bollocks.
if you want to save your friends.
Too bad I can't shoot him
That's it.
while
Bag him and tag.
hostages. Oh well. This is the tedious part that I thought we would be behind in the Prime. And then I played this game, the original version. Which, funnily enough, if you play this game on, you play the Xbox 360 version on the Xbox One. And I pre-ordered, so I made sure to have everything. Stuff. There's too many in this Yes, you are proficient in the rifle, but I'd rather you have a sniper rifle. To stay unique, for God's sake. I remember eliminating you already. Okay. Yara.
Is that all right?
For now.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region.
Oh shit.
But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Now, of course, there's Quarian armor, human armor. But this... It's weird that this is a Paragon option.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
Cheers,
One
man.
more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Yes, I knew I forgot something. It sucks. It's right. Funny thing too, wow. I completely missed all this. I'll show you when I get into this. Funny thing is, ammo like the cryo rounds, they show up later on in the game, and I don't know why. Like why the elemental rounds arrive later, and they do rename the other ammunition, like phasic becomes proton. Radioactive becomes polonium, and the anti-personnel becomes the shredder. No, not like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain. Oh, yeah, the upgrades changed too. The where is it? Anyways, the high caliber barrel becomes the rail extension. Wow, I've been really behind on the upgrades. But some of the other upgrades, either take long to arrive, or they take long to change. Or they don't change whatsoever and they stop. The chemical rounds is one of those things. That's where it ends. Chemical rounds 3. Besides that, yeah, there's nothing beyond that. And you saw the shield battery become the shield modulator. That's good stuff.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Commander Shepard, with Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
See, this is another thing that confuses me. I just now introduced myself as Commander Shepard, and yet she still didn't say, I don't know who's shutting down the fusion torches.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
They're not. Well, anyways, I was about to, say that, even if she said she didn't know, I doubt Balak would have believed her because, well, he's a genocidal madman, so...
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? Why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
That's a conversation with Kate. See, I believe I went into detail about the Batarians.
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead.
Oh shit. That's... yeah. So, if in case I didn't, I'll say what I believe is the full story. In case I did, it's just going to be a repeat. Essentially, when humans were first discovered after, going to war with the Turians, that must be where Aaron was shot. After going to war with the Turians, they were offered a human embassy on the Citadel. Sorry, they were offered an embassy on the Citadel, not just human. Batarians didn't take a liking to that. In fact, they feared humanity's brute strength and saw them as a bully. So, the Libertarians wanted humans denied admission, but Council allowed the humans to stay given their strength. Which is odd because I believe it was mentioned before that being offered an embassy usually takes years upon years upon years, and humanity was offered an embassy within a very short time. I forgot how long. You know, they were able to get an embassy rather quick compared to other races. And again, this Libertarians didn't like that, so what they did was they went to war with humans, and they expected the council to be backing them, and the council backed the winning side, humans, because the Libertarians attacked first. And again, this favor. Oops. This came out the disfavor of the Libertarians, so yeah, here's this the Congo manifest. It's outside. Ugh. Oops. Anyways, the Libertarians were denied support. I'm not sure if the humans ever asked for it, but when the Libertarians were denied support, they relinquished their embassy and they fled to the terminal systems. Well, most of them at least. The main Libertarian space, like their home planets and a few of the others. I forgot the name of the relay, but it's addressed in Mass Effect 2. They kept those, but you know, since they lost their embassy, they kind of lost their standing, and they had nothing to thrive off of, considering that they gave it all up once they gave up their embassy. Let's move this way.
Warning.
And
Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall imminent.
well, it's not like I have a lot of options here. And that's why the Libertarians are in the state they're in now. Because of a giant scuffle with humans that's never ending. Elysium was one of them. It's part of the backstory with Shepard, along with Midwar. Now, if Shepard, like if I chose the colonist backstory, then what's his name? Is it colonist profile? I'm not sure. Anyways, if I chose the colonist profile and backstory, then Shepard would have been from Midwar, the same planets that the Libertarians attacked. And since I chose the war hero, career history, basically Shepard fought the Libertarians on Elysium, held off the enemy single-handedly, and was wounded. That's the main thing. Which was also mentioned by Presley. Funny thing is, Littlefold, Shepard, completely uncustomized and completely pre-set up. Oh shit. It's on the other side. That comes with the Earth backstory and the sole survivor Korean strip. I should go with the same one because the space backstory is the only one with Shepard's parents still alive. Mostly. Door's completely blown off. Ooh. Yeah,
This is
that
Dr.
sucked.
Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Rough way to go. Especially if you're in space and you don't have your helmet on. And since Asteroid X-57 doesn't have its own atmosphere, quite so lucky that well, it doesn't have a breathable atmosphere, I should say. So it's clearly we can drive on it. It's got something. Still getting hot. Fortunately, I have to keep my phone on the low setting because if I turn it up any higher, there's a decent chance that you might not hear my voice, which for some of you is, no true loss. Because let's face it, a lot of you people who are watching right now will probably rather be watching a game with minimal commentary. Yeah, because that's my stance as well. For some games it helps to have the chit-chat. Like, I was watching the gameplay for Resident Evil 8, also known as Resident Evil Village, and it helps listening to players like Jacksepticeye because it provides noise for the silence, which silence is not my friend. I prefer sound and as much sound as possible, as I believe I mentioned with oh yeah, I don't think I did mention it. But of course the issue of me, yeah, that looks way too close. I can't believe I just noticed that. The issue with me is that my brain is, it has an active imagination, which, you know, helps with me being creative, but at the same time... But at the same time...
Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh, I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Oh yeah, I was saying I have an overactive imagination, which helps with me being creative, because I come up with story ideas. In fact, I actually have quite a few fanfics up and running. Only one of them is complete, sort of. Considering scrapping a couple of the others. But, the other thing is, like, in my case, silence isn't always helpful, because if it's quiet, my mind goes to places I'd rather not go, which is to say that, you know, for me, if I watch something scary, it can stick in my head pretty easily. Okay, I guess that's not happening. fake. I can't get over that. It just doesn't look like it's there. So anyways, things like I've seen Markiplier play Five Nights at Freddy's, that shit sticks in my head. And when it gets quiet, my mind likes to pretend, hey, what if this was real? Let's make this boy squirm. So it's rather unpleasant for me. It's also the only reason why whenever I'm trying to go to sleep, I have music blasting into my ears. Like, not literally blasting in my ears, like I have a speaker near my bed. Okay. Now on to the actually, while I think about it, I didn't intend to exit out the galaxy map, but while I'm thinking about it, I would like to talk to the others first, the squad mates. And you know, I usually go in a cycle with this, so I'm sure you can guess who we'll talk to first. Now, Dr. Chuckworth doesn't really have anything new to provide. Hello, Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
Damn it. I wanted to talk about Shepard's favorite line.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
It's funny, I've actually seen a compilation of fans like repeatedly asking Mark Meer or Jennifer Hale to say I should go. Because Shepard says it so freaking much sometimes. Gaiden?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Now, usually they don't really have a lot to offer, but there are 3 other squad members that have something to speak about. And depending on the gender that you play, well, actually there's 4, depending on the gender that you play, it can go back and forth. Because, like lots of other games, there
Looking
is
for
a chance
supplies?
for romance.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet.
Yes, I know the spiel. Alright. I completely forgot that I could sort. It's been a while since I played this. Sniper rifle. Sell that. Sell this. Don't need that. This. Let's get rid of these. Now, I think I said this before. The armor I don't really get rid of all that much unless I'm desperate or unless I know that I don't need it. Because I can't entirely tell whether or not, you know, let's go back up for a second. I can't entirely tell or keep track of if, you know, this is supposed to be for one race, this is supposed to be for another, and so on and so forth. Thankfully the sorting helps, but, you know, only to a certain degree. Sell the Hurricanes at the lower levels, get rid of the Kesslers. Nice name, but that's about it. The armor upgrades. Like stabilizer. I'm going to keep the different. Like if there's upgrades at the same level, I'll hang on to those. Like I'll hang on to the highest level possible. Let's just keep going through this. Planium, sell that. Kinetic stabilizer goes to the recoil damper. Oh, recoil damper goes to the kinetic stabilizer. It's the other way around. This, I need to apply that. Absorbers. To kill that. And even then, I don't have a lot of credits to spend. Garrus!
Commander, good to see you.
Oh. Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not
Really?
sure I'd
Nothing?
buy Dr. Tassoni's story.
I think she's...
Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life?
No.
I don't think...
Too bad those ruins got destroyed.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
It's weird. I expected to see the thing, and yet I didn't. Let's go the Savant. Now, depending on the well, I'll explain actually another time. Probably Mass Effect 2.
Shepard.
Rex?
Lovely chats, boys. I think I spoke to Adams already.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
I want to know more about the...
All I know is the story of the... Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, so nothing interesting happening here. So let's go back up. Now I know I'm kind of lost on some of the stuff that's happened already in the Mass Effect universe as far as I've played, but it's been a couple weeks, so actually no, it's been a week. I'm trying to do this once a week, at the very least, because you know the game is fun, and I do like to share how I do sometimes. And I know that in the past I've tried to complete the game, you know, all the way through, like with Modern Warfare 2019 and Mass Effect, and Black Ops Cold War. However, not the best way to go about something. I'm gonna get to set it up because I want to check something. My past few streams with the game, they ended up getting separated. The first time with Modern Warfare 2019, I keep saying 2019 to differentiate between that and the, you know, the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is Call of Duty 4. Oh yeah. When I tried recording Black Ops Cold War all the way through, it kept shutting down on me. I don't know what happened, but Twitch would stop recording. As for Modern Warfare, I had to exit out of that full gameplay because I had to get dinner. Also kind of sucks because, you know, after 2019 we ended up getting into 2020, which wasn't that bad until after we got into, well, you can guess. Until we got into March. When the
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You know, funny thing, a lot of people look. Oh wow. I am very sorry, Caden. A lot of people look back at the pandemic, and you know they have the same optimistic view that I would have. I had to restart because I lost track. They have the same optimistic view that I have, which is 2000. 2020's over, so now it's 2021, which means things will improve. But the thing is, like, yes, it's 2021, yes, it's a new year, but we still have the fallout to deal with. It's not over yet, and God knows when it will be. I mean, all of us hope it's soon. Some more than others, obviously. But it's not going to be a quick fix. Let's not fill our heads with delusions of grandeur. You know, we need to be realistic too. It's going to take a while for us to fully get back on our feet. And I do hope that we eventually get to that point. It's just not right now, because we're still recovering. Yes, we have the vaccination out there now, and I just had my second shot. But you know, it's still going to be a while. Anyways.
10
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Sir.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want me to grab a knife and just slit my wrist for you, just to show you? But, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean over-designed?
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
Of course.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
Very well.
Commander, I'm not happy.
Why not?
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Well, I see this as...
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan?
There we go.
Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander?
Alliance.
You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Just one
I think
thing.
the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Yes, sir. I wanted to talk about the command setup that you mentioned. You know, most most movies with starships like that, they have the they have the commanding officer in the center. Yes. However, look at it this way. If you think of it like, well, it actually does feel more efficient if the commander is overlooking all his troops, as opposed to just sitting in the middle. Why 3? Why not just even things out? Because that way he has a clear sight of everything that's happening. You know, if he's towards the back.
Your biotics are coming along nicely. In the last fight, it looked like you even surprised yourself.
I've always held back a little when I use my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone, I guess. But after what I saw on Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against a Geth, not against anyone.
Oh, hell.
Commander Shepard? Khaleesa Bint Sinan Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
No.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
This is where I'd have to be careful, because I accidentally, made a mistake here.
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
What baffles me is that they didn't fix her hairstyle to what it looks like in Mass Effect. To what it looks like in Mass Effect 3. But, you know, that was, of course, Khaleesa Bint Sinan Al-Jalani, who's everyone's least favorite reporter. Shit. Oh yes, now I remember. I was thinking about the warships, how they usually have. Oh shit. I'm going to go back.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should...
Thank you. Sorry, I know the, it's useless, you know, it's not really informative, it's just filler information. The Hanar, you know, worship the, Protheans as
Stand
gods.
by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Since the Solarians uncovered Prothean, artifacts, the Hanar will, become very vocal.
The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Not that I would actually know because I haven't seen them in protest. Okay, so this is what I meant to do. I'm going down to a certain place and I wanted Garrus to be with me.
equalizing interior pressure with exterior
But unfortunately,
atmosphere.
since this is in Mass Effect
Log.
2,
The commanding officer
I
is
can't
ashore.
just,
Exo
request a
Presley
squad
has the
member
deck.
willy-nilly until after I get back onto the ship. 1, 2. Oh, my hammer's messed up. Oh well. Let's go with that. This. That. First electronics. Now, one of the things that have been difficult for me was, in the past I've had to delay.
Binary
going back to the
Helix has
Citadel
settled out of court with a Krogan
because,
group that had accused the Genetics
for
Corporation of
God's
fraud.
sake, will you skip?
The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued
This
for
is
a
a new
return
one
of
for me.
investment money when the study produced no...
Of course, it produced no viable results. The sterilization, the genophage, was made by the friggin' Solarians. There's no Solarians in Binary Helix. And even if there were, the ones that developed the genophage in the first place, which, by the way, are long dead, it's not like they're going to reveal that fact just freely. The hell? Oh, now I see it. There is a spot on the Citadel that I haven't been to yet. And yes, I will get to it, but now is not that time to do so. Okay. Oh wait, I meant to go inside first. Doctor?
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
Yeah, fair. I'm willing to bet that her father is from France.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
And not just wow. Right off the bat. So, as you can see, there's a scale with this sort of stuff. There's first aid interface 1, 2, 3, medical interface 4, 5, 6, 7, and medical exoskeleton 8, 9, 10. I went to Dr. Michelle because there was something I wanted to talk about, while there. However, unfortunately, now it's not that time. I forgot to speak with her. There's two other people that I will chat with.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
Is it really, is that dress really not very provocative?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
It feels kind of revealing.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Whenever someone says, if you'll excuse me, it almost sounds like they're saying, get away. In a very rude and aggressive manner. Is that just me, or is that something else anyone else is picking up on?
It's a bank statement. Shows that I bought something.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me.
There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Riddle me this, Conrad. Are you actually married? Okay, I made a mistake. It's not just 2 people that I'm speaking to. It's going to be multiple, possibly. I just had to check one thing. Because since I ran into Rear Admiral Mikhailovich... Ah, yes, now I remember what I was talking about. Mikhailovich, I used to have to wait a while because it took me so long to get my charm up to a high enough level. Now with this...
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tali.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
Assuming? So I need you 2 fighting, please. I'm going to pause so I can say this. Whenever in the past I played Mass Effect on the Xbox 360, I had to wait because I wanted to make sure to talk to Rear Admiral Mikhailovich until after I had the charm in the high enough spots, because that way I was able to properly answer his questions to where he wasn't, you know, dissatisfied with my responses and my faith in the Normandy. Which only happened once, thankfully, but, you know, I took steps to make sure it didn't happen again. And it's also why I'm going through all these side missions, well, as much of the side missions as possible that are available currently, before I get to Ferros. And yes, I'm going to Ferros before I'm going to the others, because, well, that's just how I roll, and that's how the story should be progressing.
Hey, you're that Shepard kid.
Zabaleta.
Hey, been a long time, huh?
I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
I guess you don't remember me. Lieutenant Zabaleta? I worked with your mother. We served on the carrier Einstein. Well, that was 12, 13 years back, though. You were just a kid then.
I didn't see her much that tour. The ship was on patrol most of the time.
Hey, call your mom up and ask. She'd remember old Zabaleta. She'd vouch for me. Look, I need a favor. I'm kind of short on money these days. I hate hitting you up for money, but a man's gotta eat, right? So, could you spare something? Maybe 20 credits.
20 isn't enough to get you back on your feet, is it?
No. I'll just get a meal. You know.
Yeah. It's not a problem.
You're a good kid, you know that? Thanks. You ever want to come by and talk, I'll be here. Huh? Can't afford a ticket home, right?
You think he has hands, right? I'm gonna say it because I don't know what will happen if I continue.
You ever just sit and watch people? You can learn a lot.
Yeah, I just, whenever I go for a walk, sometimes I just sit on a park bench and I just listen. And, you know, I just hear the conversations that are happening around me. I don't really engage.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Interesting input. And of course I don't really engage because I'm not very good at conversation. Okay, but again, I don't think I fully got into this. Ernesto's hands were glowing blue. I never noticed that before, and I don't know why it's the case now. Okay, now we can properly address this.
You're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
Yeah, so he's floating above the ground. I mean, how? It is floating above the ground because, you know, I say it because the Hanar are non-binary and, well, they don't really have a gender.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the Jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
Yes.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn Jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Don't worry, I'll get this done pretty quick.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
And just like that, it vanishes, and then, I'm guessing because they haven't truly established, Hanar movements, as far as, you know, how it would look.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Sweet.
I should report to my superiors.
Not just to the, gift, but also to, the achievements. Turian and Quarian allies. It's nice. Yes, both of those are achievements, by the way. And since it's past my 90-minute limits that I have now established, because my past two streams have cut off when I went beyond that. Thank you for watching. I do hope you appreciated this video. You can like, you can comment, you can share this if you want. You can subscribe to my channel or search my channel to find more videos like this. And I'll get back to you more gameplays, vlogs, songs, things like that. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any suggestions for videos, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Discord, FoxGamer39618. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much. This is Jasper Fox signing out. Cheers and stay foxy.